Oh, hello there. I didn't see you guys come in. Welcome. Here we are just chilling out in the border town of Mantaic on an oasis. Isn't that exciting? That's a place I've never actually been to real life, is visit an oasis. They sound really kind of magical in a way, because you're in the middle of nowhere in this desert. Maybe that's a little unkind to say about a desert. My apologies. But the point is, you're surrounded by this vast desolation in a desert, and then you find this lush verdant greenery, and it just is like little, what's the word, like an oasis of greenery caused by an actual oasis. That's the feeling I had back in my WoW days. I played that back before there were any expansions, actually. I don't know if I've ever talked about it. My favorite area of the game maybe was the Barrens, which is kind of funny because I know a lot of people dislike it for how boring it is, but because of those oases you could visit there, that's the feeling I got, was wow, suddenly being in this lush green forest after duping around in this, wasteland. I don't know, maybe that's my favorite area, or maybe the dwarf and gnome starting area. I forget the name of it. The big snowy place. I love wintry places, Okay, that's enough musing. Let's get on. All of our gang has kind of spread out in town, so we're having one of these character-heavy moments where we're just kind of chatting with everybody. Getting a little heart-to-heart with them. Oh yeah, Patty is also somewhere here. Maybe she will join the party. I'm crossing my fingers. She kind of ran off on her own, as she's wont to do. But let's check what this is first. There's a traveler's log, a place where travelers exchange information. Heat wave. Extremely hot. Funny, I would never have guessed that in the desert. Also, I don't think Yuri's dressed super properly for a desert trek. Full black? Well, he's got a sun hat, but that's also, like, full black again. The white hat would be even better right about now. Anyway, let's see what the Rita's got shaking.
You can't open that without a key.
I know.
Are you really gonna return it?
Yes, I am. You got a problem with that?
Nope.
You saw what happened in Nordopolica. This thing made it so I couldn't control my magic.
Oh yeah, that did kind of happen while we were in that, that arena fighting Zagi. That kind of happened. Also, I love the framing in this scene. Look at this, just blocking Yuri with a giant speech bubble. Good job.
The clear CL crystal inside this box interferes with air somehow.
Interferes with air? How could a tiny box like this do something like that?
It's almost like it's like magic or something.
I don't know. That's why I wish I could open this box somehow.
Also, notice Yuri's sword clipping into the post over there. Well, that they can't really help that much either, because, who knows what weapon you're carrying, the shape might be. Although that's very close, that pillar there, for the sword, if we're perfectly honest. Like, a bunch of Yuri's weapons will reach over there. Yeah. Just these little details.
There's a good chance that we'd be able to find a key for the box in Jormungand.
Oh, okay.
For me, this doesn't have anything to do with Estelle wanting to return it anymore.
Okay, you mean it did at some point, eh? Also, for a second I was like, why Jormungand? But I believe back on the ghost ship, that's what the captain's log said is where they were heading with that there box, so...
So then you're gonna look for the town of Jormungand that was mentioned in that diary?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Yuri. Thanks for bringing us up to speed.
Yes, if I can.
If you can.
I can't leave Estelle behind.
Oh.
Sure you can, if you want to.
I'd like to leave her behind, but I can't.
Really? Oh, wait a second.
I've never had a problem like this before. Why?
Wait a second, maybe Yuri's sword didn't clip into that. Maybe it's just like a weird shape, because it looks like it's all stubby.
She couldn't be serious about going alone into the desert, could she?
She is pretty stubborn about that. Oh gosh, my apologies to the developers. I was looking at the sword wrong. It looked like it was clipping into this podium, but it's just like this weird chopped off shape. My apologies. That was a dumb observation on my part. Find Jormungand. Or go with Estelle. I know it's not something I should even think about, but... Well, once we get done with the desert, I'm sure we'll have some free time to hunt around for Jormungand. Maybe you can ask Estelle to come along, then the two of you can go there, all buddy-buddy. Alright, this guy didn't really say much. Okie dokie, schmirky. Well, let's see, we talked to Carol last time, and that's about everybody we talked to from our party. So we still gotta talk to Raven, Judith, and Estelle, and maybe if we find Patty, we'll talk to her as well? So, Raven, what you got shaking here shopping?
Hey, old man. Sorry to have dragged you all the way out here.
Oh yeah, because he had his mission to bring that letter, as we talked about a few episodes ago, but he still decided to come along with us. Like, optimally, he should have stayed in Nordopolica.
Whoa, what's with that face?
Hearing you apologize like that puts me a little bit on edge is all.
Oh gosh, really?
I mean, you still have to deliver that letter to Bellius, right?
Yeah, but if I can't see her until the new moon, then that's that, ain't it? Till then, I'm at the mercy of the princess's whims.
Okay, so I guess Raven is at least paying attention to when the new moon comes around. You know, in story. Obviously, I'm gonna assume that in game terms, this new moon does not happen until you know, the plot demands it.
Well, aren't you easygoing? You sure about that? If we spend too long out here and you miss the new moon, the Dawn will yell at you for sure.
I'm used to being yelled at. If I gotta wait, I can wait until the next new moon.
Yeah, that was my thinking. It's not like new moons. It's not like a lunar eclipse. Like, it happens every month, so it just... Well, 30 days is a lot of time to blow it, I admit, but it's not impossible.
It ain't like we're gonna run out of new moons anytime soon.
Well, that'd be sad, though, someone blows up the moon. Although you'd imagine that Il Duce would figure out a new system as well, Bellius, if someone blew up the moon. Not to mention that probably would be the least of her worries at that moment.
You certainly sound patient. You sure about this?
Of course. Patience is something you'll learn with age.
Ugh, I swear.
Well, making the right decisions is part of being an adult, too. I'll leave as soon as I feel like I have to.
Okay, good job.
Anyway, let me travel with you kids for a while longer.
Sure, whatever you want.
Yeah, no problem. You can hang around. Let's see. I was planning on playing as Yuri this episode anyway, right? I'm trying to remember. I haven't played as him in a long while. I should look at his skills real quickly. I just thought about it. Oh yeah, we've got the... That's right, we've got the, We've got the whole new setup of arts, right? Did I get that item? Let me check. Oh, I got all these dumb things here. That's not really what I was interested in. What the... Art sphere. Allows you to assign another set of arts. Now the sad thing is, it looks like there's, like, no, like... No, I must be looking at it wrong. What the... No, this is still the shortcut thing from before. Okay, good. So, what the... Because we can assign repeat to do stuff as well, so what the... How do I... Oh, mode, okay. How do I assign another set of hearts? Because it says 1 out of 2 now. Even it says here 1 out of 2 now. Set. Ah! Okay, here we go, baby. With hold down L1 and we've got a whole new setup of moves. Even shortcuts. Yo, that's a lot of tricks we can pull. Okay, so, that changes the game field a lot. And I'll straight up say, that seems an improvement over Symphonia, where we just did not have this setup. Because now I just have so many moves I can set up here. Gonna put Azure Edge here, just a good old-fashioned Azure Edge, and Fang Strike already is there, never mind. I'm gonna put Destruction Field here as this big old drop, and what should I put here? This is the really cool one where he twirls it a lot. So I'm gonna put these like cheaper moves here, And for the L1 set, we'll put some of these bigger boys, big boy moves. Like, I kind of want to put... Yeah, Azure Wolf Strike here, because it's kind of like Azure Edge, but it's like a follow-up. And... Okay, let's put Crushing Eagle here, because I remember him jumping up all high when he does that. And Concealed Wave, I guess? No, actually, let's put Shining... No, hold... No, Okay, so there's different... Sorry, I thought I already had this. There's two different Eagle moves. Let's put Shining Eagle here, so... That's the move we got from that one guy. We haven't even seen what it does, except we've used it 16 times, but I guess that's the AI using it. We got from that weird cutscene where we found that Vigilante in the Nordopolican Night. Okay, so this is... I'm gonna have to remember, though, to pull these arcane arts out. And you know what's cool? Let's review burst arts real quickly. Oops. Sorry, guys, I'm taking a moment, but this is like a new kind of a... This revolutionizes kind of the combat a little bit. Well, not hugely, but an extra set of moves is a big deal. So let's have a real quick look at burst arts, just to remind ourselves. Right after using an arcane art or an altered art during overlimit, hold down X to get the burst art off. Now, here's the thing. Normally, I would completely forget which one is a arcane art and which one's a base art. But these are all arcane arts on L1, so I can, like, remember when I have overlimit on to kind of focus on these and try to remember to get that burst art off. So that's a big gameplay change. Like, I have not used burst arts very much, and one of the reasons is I can't for the life of me remember which one is a base art and which one's an arcane art. I would have guessed that Destruction Field was an arcane art, because it's a big explosion, it's got elemental damage. Now I feel a little bit happier. We'll see. Let's not kid ourselves. I'm gonna be a button-mashing, stumbling fool, at least to begin with, while I try to get used to this new paradigm. But I can definitely see the potential here for improving our gameplay with this setup. So let's be excited, guys. Let's talk to this guy, this Knight Captain. Sir, I was sent to this desert right after joining the brigade. Sir! I don't get the mission, but I'm doing my best to watch the townspeople. Sir! Okay, so even the guys are kept kind of in the dark what's going on here. Interesting. Hey, there's something strange about this town, right? Everyone's locked up inside their homes. There's all these soldiers. There's something going on. Yeah, they're blocking all the doors here. That's a little weird. Whoa! This station is for us Imperial Knights. You don't have any business here. Go on, get lost. Alright then, I guess we won't. I guess that's the Knight building then. Whoops. Hey!
Oh, where are you off to?
Oh, that's cool, because we talked to Judith once about trying to leave the area, and once again, accidentally trying to leave the area, we run into Judith. So she just has a habit of skipping town, I guess.
Nowhere in particular, just going on a walk. What about you? Where were you going?
I just wanted to get a look at the desert terrain we were going to be headed into next.
What do you know? It's, parched. And, very, 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 very hot and sandy.
It's good to be prepared. So how was it?
Honestly, deserts are pretty cool. You know, there's first of all, there's lots of different types of deserts, and they have rocky and sandy deserts, and the terrain can be flat or canyony or stuff. So deserts are pretty cool, I'll have to say. I haven't been to a lot in my life, but I've been to a couple.
It was hot.
Yeah, there we go, exactly.
Well, I assumed as much.
But it wasn't as hot as I thought it'd be.
Well, okay. But what I wanted to know was if Pharaoh was out there.
Although I do recommend Judith to get a ton of sunscreen. If she insists on keeping this attire while we travel into the hot sands.
Right. That'd be nice.
Oh well, I guess we couldn't expect him to be that easy to find.
Yeah, he's just sitting outside town. Hey, sup? I'm like a divine phoenix and stuff. What's up?
What?
You want to go out and check for yourself?
No, that's okay. If we head out to look for him, we should do it together.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we'll do that. I wonder if everything is alright. I hope nothing has gone wrong. What should I do? Ooh, what are you worried about there? Well, I mean, it's her dragon thing, obviously. I think that much is clear. Hurry up and leave if you don't have any business in this town. Hurry up and leave even if you do. Man, so brusque, these knights here. What's crawled up their bum? Really? Normally he manages to trick me for a second, that master chef, but that's just a cactus with a chef's toque. Okay, sure, I guess. Oh, not a lot to say either, huh? Oh, get out of here. Alright. I'll go see what this guy's got shaking. It's so hot. Here, touch my armor and helmet. You can fry an egg. I don't think I will, thank you. But I will see what this cactus has got shaking. Oh my! It was... the Wonder Chef. Guess you found me. You're pretty good. I'll teach you to cook as a reward. Curry! Yeah, that's what I want to eat here in a freaking piping hot desert, is some spicy curry. I'll give you this so you can practice. Gotta go, till we meet again. Okay, well, adios. I want to talk to Estelle last, so let's have a look, see what's over here. Ah, perfect. Patty's still here. What's shaking, matey? I just noticed that there are actual footsteps left in the terrain here. That's a nice detail.
Huh? You're still here?
What? Were you feeling lonely and came to find me?
Isn't the reason that you've been wandering around here because you're the one who's lonely and wanted to see me?
Wow, Yuri, nice job turning the tables on her.
You got me. Now marry me.
Oh, damn. I thought we'd fluster her. Never mind.
I'll consider it when you're an adult.
Ah, there you are.
Oh.
Who are you? Just an acquaintance of hers.
Who are you?
He's my husband.
Oh my god. Jeez. Alright, cool. I'll be your husbando then, I guess.
Well, whatever. I got the info about the Maristella that you wanted.
Okay, it's just some contact guy.
I appreciate that.
Amazing that this, like, shady criminal dude... Well, hey, maybe he's not even a shady criminal dude, but just the fact that he's willing to run info for just a little girl dressed up as a dainty little pirate captain.
But first, is it true that you're Ifried's granddaughter?
Ah, I see. Maybe that's how she got him to convinced.
Huh?
It's a rumor I heard. Is it true?
Oh, of course, no, she didn't say it because she doesn't like spreading that around.
So it is true. If that's the case, then I can't give this to you.
Ah, jeez.
If it gets out that I did business with the granddaughter of a guy who broke the guild's rules, no one will trust me.
No.
Ifried is...
I don't know about you, but for those of us who live in the world of the guilds, Ifried is the most unforgivable guy out there.
He did sound like a real piece of work, I admit that.
I can't afford to be involved with someone going around claiming to be one of his relatives. So don't you show your face in front of any of us ever again.
Wow.
And if you pull anything on any of the members of my guild out of resentment, we're not gonna take it lying down.
Oh, Jesus, lay off. Like, is Yuri the only one who sees that she's just like this little girl?
I can guarantee you'll regret it if you think that World Cellar is no more than a map-making guild.
I mean, okay, you know, we know, of course, that she is, like... she's a JRPG little girl, which means she's the most lethal member of our team, basically. But, you know, they don't know that, I guess.
But I'd never do anything like that.
Oh, really? In any case, the blood of a coward who would attack ships while feigning to protect them runs through your veins.
Ooh, that's really not cool.
I can't even begin to guess what's running through your head.
I mean, okay, in this sense, she is still a little girl, you know. Like, I can't imagine how awful it would be to like, push this on her like this. On any kid. Like, that's just not fair.
And as for you, I don't know if you're really her husband, but I'd suggest steering clear of this one.
Oh my god! She can't possibly be more than 10 years old. Why do what is wrong with you to think that she's really... Ugh.
So you just take it all in silence, huh?
I just don't know whether he's actually my grandfather and what actually happened in that massacre. I don't know what's true and what's a lie, whether he was a villain or a saint.
I'm gonna lean on villain purely by the fact that he started out as a pirate. Okay, Abelli, that's not exactly the nicest thing to say either. I will shut up about now.
All I know is that my grandfather was very important to me. That is why I can neither admit or deny what people say.
So you don't even know who you are yourself, huh?
Oof. Who would have guessed that she was the true edgelord of the party?
I know that much at least.
Then wasn't there something you could have said?
It's okay. I'm used to people saying all sorts of things about my grandfather. I don't care about any of that nonsense. I'll just keep searching for treasure in my own way.
Which is going to be a million times harder because apparently World Cellar could actually provide good intel, but they won't.
You're putting on a pretty tough act. You better not start crying once you're all on your own.
What good would crying get me? You see, my motto is, no matter how tough the situation is, crying gets you nowhere.
I don't know, I don't think that's entirely healthy not, that sounds like suppressing your emotions, just saying.
Well, I guess it's really none of my business. Still, it's not like you can go treasure hunting without any clues.
Oh, don't worry. I've got clues. Later.
Nerds, I really hope she would join the party again. I think she might be my favorite character to play because I just reviewed the Cursed Wanderer episode where we did the ghost ship and how much absolute fun I had playing as Patty, although of course, now watching again, I'm just cringing at how bad I was at times. I could have been so much tighter with my gameplay. And that's what I declared was my favorite boss fight. And then Therapus, again, was so much fun that I said this is my favorite boss fight. But really, I think that was just because I was enjoying playing as Patty in this huge fight so much. Because honestly, I think the Cursed Wanderer is the better boss fight still, now, thinking back on both of those fights. But that's just the thing, just Patty's just so much fun to play as that... I feel like every encounter, every big boss fight that I played with her, well, with both of them, really, have just been absolutely rad. And it's not exactly because of the boss, it's just because it's cool to pull out all those tricks out of her bag of tricks. So I really hope we get Patty back to the party sooner rather than later. Plus, she's just, she's just a fun character. Crazy adventuring pirate girl, yar. And the puppy love for Yuri is kind of cute in a way as well, although I wish she wouldn't bring it up around strangers like that. That's just a little... Anyway, if you plan on crossing the desert, you have to make sure you have enough water. If you don't keep hydrated, you'll shrivel up like a mummy. That's a good point, actually. Like, it's so lethal the desert can be if you're not prepared. It's like there's tons of people die from dehydration. Like, it's kind of no joke. Oh, I can't put up with this anymore. Why the hell do we have to keep watch on the citizens in a place like this? Alright, so it sounds like they're actually being kept in the dark, the knights as well, as to why they're here. That must be the barrier Blastia. It seems like they haven't really explained what a Blastia exactly is, except that it's like a thing that causes magic effects. But it seems to be like an artifact, because we have like these like gems on our hands and like those bracelets and whatnot, so they seem to be like magic artifacts, or like magitech artifacts. And it seems like the barrier Blastia always needs to be a big monument as well, because there's that shiny glowing pillar thing there. It's kind of an interesting theme that, all the civilizations in this world are protected by like these like barriers. It really does remind me a little bit of Attack on Titan, which this game predates. Don't get on don't get on my case about being like, this is just like Attack on Titan, because, you know, that's not right, because I know this predates that, I think. I'm actually not sure when the manga started originally. It might actually be neck and neck. But anyway, just I like the contrasting themes. That series is very desperate about humanity being stuck in this, the cage, they often call it, even though it's a wall, like they're like trapped in a cage. There's a freaking song called Vogelin Kefig on the soundtrack. But this one has much more upbeat, even though the theme is kind of similar, that we're trapped. Because we're not trapped, it's just that it's really dangerous to go outside behind these walls. They just kind of draw attention to that by having these like magical barriers. Like that just immediately kind of draws focus to that just by its very nature, by being so like magical that it's like stands out. But it's just like it has like this upbeat sense of adventure in this world, rather than the kind of oppressiveness of Attack on Titan, because like you're still able to go out, you just need to be like an adventurous hero, or like you need to be like with an armed escort, and like it's dangerous but doable to travel outside. So it's interesting to me, the like contrasting themes with like kind of a similar setup, but not entirely. And you know, I'm rambling. I just like that. I just like those little, the feel that this has, and a feel that you can have with these kind of stories. Now let's talk to Estelle at last.
Yuri,
Hey, why the long face?
is the desert really as dangerous as they say?
I don't think Rita joke around with such a serious look on her face.
Yeah, it's so easy to like get screwed up out there, because there's like no supplies if you run out of them for like anywhere nearby. Like in Australia, they have like those signs like last gas for so and so many miles. Do they use miles in Australia? I just realized I don't actually know. Anyway, like, and I think in some places of the American Midwest, they have that as well, although I think it's a more densely populated there, so I don't know. Guys who live in like Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, tell me if there are signs like last gas for so and so many miles.
Yeah, I guess not.
Because you need to gas up, and you need to have like extra gas just in case something goes wrong with the previous gas. This is nothing to speak of the Sahara, where you need to have like a SUV, like just stacked with supplies, because you don't know how long you're gonna be out there in the world's largest desert.
I've dragged all of you all the way out here.
You should stop worrying about all of us.
Huh?
It's interesting, Estelle, like they constantly draw attention to like how she's being like selfish, dragging us along, but like, you know, there's a lot of people here of their own accord.
I mean, we're just doing what we feel like doing. But what about you? What do you want to do?
This is interesting. This keeps coming up, like, what do you want to do, Estelle? Because I guess it has to do with her upbringing in the castle and like all the expectations put on her.
Me?
But it's interesting that they contrast this, like, you need to decide for yourself, with like, you know, I guess Judith is kind of like the opposite, the devil to Yuri's angel, or maybe it's the other way around, sitting on her shoulders. Like, she's drawing attention to how selfish it can be to do what you want to do. Kind of interesting in that
You were
sense.
saying that you need to figure out who you are, weren't you?
Yes, that's true, but
Estelle, you're Brave Vesperia's client. If you tell us to go somewhere, we'll go there.
That's kind of messed up, though. Like, that you can just commission the guild to do whatever like that. That, you know.
And if you tell us to go for you, we'll find Pharaoh and drag him back here.
Yuri. Then
There's no need to rush to give me an answer. Take your time.
All right, then. I'm sorry. Please give me some time to think.